Chat.
Do it, do it. I'm gonna go run and get another water. This is
Okay.
cold water. So I'll be right back.
Oh, password. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, can you hear me too? Hey, Beatmaster. Is my mic on? Okay, great. So, chat room. All right, 718. Chad said my computer didn't reboot. And I thought he said my computer's rebooting. I said, what? Hey, Tardis. Scooter X. Spike. Oh, did I put in my wrong password? Because I see what I typed earlier came up as guest, and then suddenly, probably thanks to Beatmaster, I've been changed back to guest. What? Hang on a second. Oh. Mm-mm. Oh. All right, chat room, be right back. I have to sign in with the correct password. Bum, 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 bum. Mm-mm. Bum, bum. Okay, let's see. Dum-bum. See if I guessed my. I know. I have it written on a scrap of paper, and I keep putting things over the scrap of paper. Bum bum bum. A man in red. Oh, okay. Oh, chat room. If you're Giz Wiz fans, this Saturday, I think Leo is trying out something new. Answering questions that were emailed in that is going to be, I think, a standalone show. So Giz Fizz PM will be, I think, late from now on again. I believe Jamma B said, get ready for Giz Fizz PM. I don't know, Pac NW. It was just a wild guest. Thank you. Oh, wow. Dennis just brought in some snacky things now that I can't eat. You won't be awake at 6 a.m. this weekend? Oh, my gosh. Is that what time we're on for you? Oh, Waffles. The engineer's here. Okay. Yeah, no, you didn't, Captain J. He's getting there. He is. He's back with the engineer.
What are you doing, Waffles? You causing problems or causing solutions? What you doing? You look like you're causing problems. What are you doing? Get up there. Yeah. Okay.
Is today National Cat Day? Oh, you mean just in that studio?
Yeah,
Hey,
just
Becky.
for her. Do you need to be mic'd, Waffles?
Oh, wow.
Wafflehead. Don't bump that off. Okie dokie. Okay, so we got your 3 videos.
Yeah, three gadgets from the Sweet Sweet Extravaganza.
And you have those 3 videos, and then the warehouse is a video I'll just play off of YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, it's actually. Well, I'll explain it when we get to it.
Yeah. And then the letter is that video, which I looked at briefly. I was like, what?
Okay.
Perfect. Cat, you're going to be such a bother. I can tell.
He said he wasn't here last week, right?
No.
So he's trying to make up for. He said, "Oh, let me knock that water over."
Rub my face against the corner of the desk. What are you doing, Waffles? You want to sit there. There you go. That's a great spot. Waffles does. She's buttering me up. She's got her own sugar. She knows she's a real star. It's true.
Has Waffles been in any of your videos?
Oh yeah, you're gonna. She was a
lot of
bother
them
today. She's gonna be in my gadget video too.
Oh my gosh!
She's. What's she doing?
Let's knock some things down.
Yeah, you don't need this. You don't need that. Sometimes she just gets in this mood where she just needs to get attention.
Trample around, yeah.
Yeah. Silly kitty cat.
McCanada. Mom's worm, hey. As Spear the third.
Oh. Demo videos. Here, kitty, kitty. This one's different. This one's in a new. Here, I can show you a preview. For some, I forgot to edit out the moment when I hit record and I started talking, so I kind of look a little silly at the beginning of my video, but I don't have time to edit it out now. Hey, diggity! So, I hit record, scratch my nose, look up, yep, recording, and then I go, hey, diggity, I'm coming to you. I just forgot that. Anyway, that video is going to be in the Minecraft studio.
Wow.
And Waffles jumped in there, too. What do you think? Should she do the intro? Let's see.
Why not?
Come here, little waffleetta.
You have 4 minutes to rehearse.
This week on the Giz Wiz, we got 3 videos from the Sweet Sweet Showcase. Chad has another crappy, sketchy gadget. And I'm in the whole episode, so don't tune out. Next on the Giz Wiz.
She purred all through that.
Yeah, she's purring. You purring?
Oh, Google says today is International Cat Day.
No way! Well, we got that in Spanish.
Yeah, well, you have it, but you have a national cat. You don't have an international cat. Wow.
Giving everybody goofball.
Oh, that's cute. That's perfect. Oh, both too. Beatmaster and Pac NW. They share a brain. Although Beatmaster's brain has more R's.
That's a match. Man, I'm ready. I was like ready 10 minutes ago. This is crazy. Oops, I deleted my stuff. Do that. There you go. That is awesome.
Ranger Rick, howdy.
Hey, Ranger Rick. If you're just joining us, we're going to get the Giz Wiz underway in about 120 seconds.
Or 2 minutes, whichever comes first.
Whichever one comes first. Or when Waffles demands it.
Yes. Oh my gosh. 97. Always tremendous storms yesterday in the city, but it's good now. It's
93 here. It was 105 earlier.
It was? Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah.
Scooter X, where are you? Or it's only 67. Oh. I have to get something out of the printer. Let's get something else.
North of LA on the coast. I do miss California's weather. That's some good stuff. I will not reboot the computer, Captain J. I will not.
His computer has been rebooted for all of 2019.
This thing ain't going to get cycled again.
Permanent reboots.
Redundant power supplies. Uninterruptible power supplies. I forget if I had one or not on this. I don't.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do. I have one here.
I have one on my other setup. This one has so many pieces. I don't. Boot it out the door. Exactly. Okie dokie. Let's get a rolling. Here we go. In 3, 2. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have 3 gadgets from the sweet, sweet showcase. I have a sketchy gadget if you want to spy on your keyboard. And we have a few fantastic letters and warehouses all next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now! And if your gadgets are your pets, here is your lead veterinarian, Dick Bartolo.
Wow.
You gotta stretch it. I gotta get creative.
I was just gonna say.
I gotta get real creative here.
I don't know where we can go from here. And if gadgets were farmers, here's the watermelon keeper.
And if gadgets were spells, here's your lead wizard, Dick Bartolo.
Here's the head smell. Well, you know, we're coming up to 14 years in February, so that's a lot of intros.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, how was your week?
It was great. This has been just kind of a normal. The summer seems to be wrapping up for me, mostly because school is getting back in season for a lot of kids. But so not a ton of stuff going on over here. Been busy. That's about it. What about you?
The kids are they back in school already out there?
Some of them are. It's a slow progression. Like I'd say about 10% of the kids are like back in school.
Okay.
And then throughout August, by the end of August, it'll mostly be done.
Okay.
Everybody's back in school by the end of August, basically. Yeah.
Well, now that we have officially announced the meetup being here at Disneyland and moving it up a couple weeks, so hopefully the weather will participate with us so that we can have it in the backyard. Dennis and I started getting the place ready by putting all new vinyl and all new lights in the greenhouse.
That looks awesome.
It looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Looks good.
And then what was great was we had tremendous storms last night. And I said to Dennis, let's run out and stand in the greenhouse. And it was perfectly dry. I mean,
really?
got wet.
The way you were going with that story, I was I was imagining destruction.
Right. There was one. It was one part. We fixed it now with some more cross struts. There was like a big belly of water.
Yeah.
And I thought if I push up on this, it'll fall all the way down to the edge. Well, it was like a Three Stooges movie. I pushed up on it, and it just managed to come out the very middle and run totally down my back.
Yes.
Ice cold. My shirt was soaked. It was very funny.
That is very funny.
But then after we put the extra little cross beams in there, it stayed dry. So
awesome.
Anyway, we'll mention it again
test.
at the end of the show, September 29th. Meetup, New York City. Chad's in person.
I'm going to be there. I'm missing Minecraft convention thing. I don't know what they're doing this year. It's all virtual now. There's no physical place to be. But I'm going to be at the meetup.
Okay, good. And we'll FaceTime some of it, right? For people who can't get here.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. All right, should we jump in?
Yeah, let's jump in first.
Okay, so Sweet Sweet is a big toy exhibit. And Chad, you luckily you're young enough you can fit in both of them. So we went with our friend Steve from NBC and Dennis, and we walk in and there's the big entrance, and now the big entrance says influences.
Yes.
And then on a pole is a little arrow. Press
over there. Influencers in neon and flashing lights.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
it's because they realize that influencers are very similar to press, except they don't have any of the moral qualms about exchanging money.
That's very funny.
Getting products for free and disclosing it. This is fun.
That's very funny because they handed them big shopping bags going in.
See,
we got
proof.
We got badges. We got little.
You barely
badges.
got fed. Probably they had like a whole spread for the influencers.
Yeah. And I couldn't tell who were the kid. They also let a limited amount of kids in, but I do believe a lot of the kids are influences.
Oh yeah.
So
I was at a Minecraft convention, and this kid came up to me, and I was like, "You look so familiar." And so sometimes when I see a familiar kid, I'm thinking they came through the line before, and I've forgotten them, and so that's sad or whatever. But he was like, "Hi, and he was like super outspoken, and like I was just like, wow, this kid is interesting. Turns out, it is a kid that I knew. His name is Gavin Thomas, and here's his Twitter.
Oh my God!
500,000 followers. He was really popular on Vine. He was known for his Vine videos and his parents doing all these Vine videos. So like when he was like even younger, he's really known for his like weird faces that he would do. But yeah, like he could be any age and be a very popular influencer.
Yes, we're saying influencer. Someone say, are you guys saying influenza? No.
Influenza hits at any age, people.
That's right. That's the doctor's convention, and we'll be covering that in a future episode. Okay, so gadgets from that show. And here's a new one from SpongeBob. Has a million toys out there and games. And this is one of the latest coming out in the fall.
Nickelodeon, we have something new, and Ritz is holding it, and that is...
This is the brand new SpongeBob SquarePants Giggle Blaster. Has SpongeBob sounds and audio, and it shoots aerosol party string.
Whoa! Oh my gosh.
Oh.
What's it going to sell for?
$19.99. It comes with the blaster and one can, and it uses most sizes for refill cans.
And so refill cans you can get for like...
You can get them anywhere, a couple of dollars, super cheap. It also works without the can. So again, it has all the sounds that we recorded of SpongeBob. And so if you just hold the trigger, you'd hear the sound of him.
I can hear the sound. So, yeah. So this has a reservoir in there that has... you can use it. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you still get the audio even without the can.
If you're too
But no
cheap to buy a
stream.
second can.
Okay. You need the can for the stream.
Exactly. So it's a great indoor toy with a lot of life in there.
Okay, great. And I'm going to try it, and... Well, maybe
It's
we'll
locked
just
and
do
loaded.
it all in one piece. And...
Oh, I
The
can't
Giz
believe he
Wiz
trusted
and
you with that,
Man's
Nick.
Madness
Wow! Oh,
Did I do the lens? Did I get you? I'm sorry. Lawsuit.
Whoa! Whoa! There you go. You got him. You got him good. Now we have to get a new camera. What are we gonna do?
At first, I thought, wait a minute, I totally coated the camera with that gook, but after a couple seconds, it just peels off very
Right.
easily. And that little thing is also a periscope, the little
Oh,
giggle blaster.
interesting. Did you look through the back of it to like?
You know what? I didn't know that until I was home and looking through the press release, and I said we were so busy squirting stuff, and the guy was so busy squirting stuff, he never explained that it's also a little periscope. I believe you look there's a little in the video I saw it. There's a little peephole, and you can look up and see what's going on. And then, as he said, there are 15 SpongeBob audio
Sounds,
bits
yeah.
that you can play in the built-in speaker. It's going to be under $20 and coming in the fall.
Is that string? Is that spray the consistency of silly string, or is it?
Yes,
it looked almost
exactly.
A little wet, but maybe that's just because
It
was
did look wetter. It did look wetter, but it is silly string, and he said you can get any brand, and it will fit in the gun.
Perfect.
He also said sometimes the dollar store has silly string.
Yes, it does. In Walmart.
And-
They also have
okay.
silly string, yeah.
Okay, Crayola, they always come up with new, interesting stuff, and here's something new from them.
Hey, the folks at Crayola always come up with really
Oh, I just said the
inventive
same thing.
things. So look at these two guys here.
Is there an
What
echo
if
in
your kids could make art like that on the kitchen table, and you are saying, oh my God, what
Not on-
a mess.
Not
Well,
on my table.
it's Crayola, and they figured out a way for it not to be a mess. And Erica is going to show us how it works. This is the gadget.
So this is called Sprinkle Art Shaker. So what you do is it comes with 6 different line art sheets inside. It also comes with 5 different glue sticks, and you take your glue and you outline the content, and then it comes with 5 bottles of different colored sprinkles. So what we'll do inside the case, lay down our paper and then put the tube of sprinkles in, and then we're going to release these sprinkles to get onto our sheet of paper. And we're going to sprinkle art shake. And then after we're all done and it makes real pretty yellow on that glue there, then all of our sprinkles can go back inside the sprinkle bottle that it originally came into. And Mom will be thrilled because this is a less mess way to play with sprinkles.
That is very
And then
clever.
You have your sprinkle art.
Okay, and the only thing we did is before the camera ran is we ran the glue over the outline there. This is what it looks like. And when is it coming?
It will be out in retailers beginning in August.
And it'll retail for?
$19.99.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's great. Sprinkle Art Shaker. I like it a lot. Okay.
Okay, my only question was,
Yes.
how did it taste? Were those good sprinkles, bad sprinkles, like stale sprinkles?
I think
So not
the
edible
kind that you
sprinkles.
eat. Yeah, not edible sprinkles.
that makes
So
sense.
actually, we did this a couple weeks ago, and it's out. It just has 12 reviews so far. It is $20, as she said, $19.99. And there's a tiny little 40-second video there, Chad, because it's kind of interesting how carefully this lady does it.
Yeah, compared to
But
what
they show you exactly what's in the kit, so this is good.
And they are. It's not quite as small as glitter. It sounds like it's.
No, it's
Sprinkles.
yes, it is spring exactly, exactly. So you get the little glue sticks, and she said when you run out of their little paintings, just use any paper you want. But now that I'm watching it, I'm thinking if you have a lot of kids, I guess the thing is before you run out of those things is to photocopy them, run them through your printer, your scanner a couple times, so you have tons of them.
Yeah.
And I think it's very clever. It's a very clever.
Just
thing
let
to
them,
do.
make up
Yeah.
stuff. They don't need, draw a cat in glue and then that's neat. I like it. That's very, very cool. And definitely a lot cleaner. I like that you can also, it looks like you could just empty the whole bottle in there and then whatever doesn't stick just goes straight back into the bottle.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, you screw the bottle in the side.
Yeah.
And then hold it up, and the bottle's open, and it's a very clever idea.
I like it.
Crayola Sprinkle Art Shaker, that is out. And our third thing is from Wowie, and this is it.
Wowee.
Dave, oh my God, an art launcher. We love art. Tell me about this artistic gadget.
Absolutely, Dick. It's great to see you at Sweet Sweet here. And this is the Art Launcher 3000. It blasts a burst of color like you've never seen before, about from like just 10 feet away. And it'll just color your world. It'll be so amazing. Absolutely. Well, not really, Dick. It's really the Fart Launcher 3000. And you're it. Here we go. Are you ready for this?
Get ready for a smell.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, Dick. I know. I hope we're still friends for the next show. But maybe we'll do an art launcher next time. But this is
You may have to pass on this gadget next
by
time.
Wowie. It
that's
comes out
very
for
funny.
Christmas. It's $19.99. It's pretty nasty, but it's pretty cool.
And how much does it sell for?
$19.99.
$19.99. And do you have to put new smellums in it?
It has a canister that it comes with about 100 or so blasts, and then they're available also separately too.
Okay. And the name of the company is?
Wowie.
Oh, this is part of...
It still reeks. Oh boy.
Not the company,
No.
the art launcher with an F. Okay. Hey, thanks, Dave. Okay.
Thanks, Dick. Have a good sweet. Sorry.
It's okay.
I bet the booths next to them were really excited.
Yes, that's very funny. That's very funny. Now,
So wait, I gotta know. Describe.
Yes.
Was it like, or just like?
it's pretty. No, it's pretty gross. Now,
Wow.
Dave's telling me that it's a concoction of vegetables that they mix together. Maybe they just leave vegetables on the shelf to rot and put it in a canister. It's
So they're
pretty terrible.
This is what it would if a vegan farted. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, there we go.
Something just like that. Now, I don't know if they changed their mind because, again, when I got back from the event, I found an old press release from Toy Fair who said it's packed with both the dreadful smell and a canister of bubble gum smell.
Oh,
So maybe during Toy Fair, they thought, no one's interested in the bubblegum smell. Let's just leave that out. And
they did the
Leave them.
A/B test, and people always went for the fart smell.
yes, they said, no, this is very 2019. Put the yucky stuff in there. So it's coming in October. They say ages 6 and up. Although at 6 you can create, you don't need the gun. You can
No.
just create your own.
I
You can do
am
it
glad
live.
that this was not like if you were to say, okay, describe the gadget that is a fart launcher. I'm glad that they went the route of it's a sterilized in a can fart. It's not
Yes.
like
Yes,
your
it's not,
own.
no consistency that you can see.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
it's hidden from view. Exactly.
Very
Exactly.
good. Very good.
Yeah. Okay. And it's branded Buttheads. That's what when I said what company is it? I didn't realize
It was
Wowie
Wowie.
also owned Buttheads. Okay. So that October. Oh my gosh! All right, those are my 3 gadgets.
We're ready. We are jumping in to
That ever since you booted that computer, it's really running at it's overclocked by 3 times.
Exactly. I can't believe we're like 18 minutes into the show and we're on to Chad's Crappy Corner. Here we go.
Don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner.
Yeah.
Get it?
Get it. So this is a very small, inconspicuous, and remember this theme is sketchy gadgets. Sketchy, nefarious, kind of spy-esque could also be to describe this. So I recorded this gadget just earlier, so I'll reveal it there.
Hey Diggity, I'm coming to you from the Minecraft set, obviously. But we're going to be taking a look at this week's creepy, surreptitious, interesting gadget, and that is a USB stick. No, this is if you found this plugged into your computer, you might be a little bit freaked out, I'll be honest. But this is a keylogger, a USB keylogger, and this should be able to surreptitiously record every key press that I do on my keyboard when you plug the keyboard into one side and then the other side into the computer. This is all of the gadget. So on one end there's USB and the other end is another USB, and that would sit in between your keyboard. And they do offer, pretty interesting, pretty good instructions. I was surprised at how packed the instructions are in here. They also offer you, right on the back, a user guide with a QR code. And so I thought there weren't any instructions before I opened up the package. So I pulled up the instructions here on my phone as well. So you got a whole bunch of different ways to get instructions. Here is what the instructions actually look like. I don't know why they use this laptop that looks like it was made in 1980, but this is everything. So it tells you how it's all going to work. So let's go ahead and plug it in and see how it responds, how it performs. Okay, first impression is that I have an Alienware keyboard with all the lights and stuff, and everything seems to be just peachy. Like it's passing through enough power and everything to power the keyboard as it normally would. Now, the first keys thing that I have to do is KBS. Not sure if that's supposed to stand for anything, like keyboard shortcut, maybe, KBS. So we're going to hit KBS.
And this is how you unlock the device.
Nothing happened. Press and hold the keys together for flash drive mode.
The internals.
Oh, I did it. Oh, my keyboard just turned off. Okay. There's a new USB. Okay, there's a new drive on the computer. So now there's this new USB drive. Does my keyboard actually work right now? It doesn't. My keyboard's broken. So if you want to type anything, gotta have a second keyboard.
What?
But anyway, here you can see the config file.
So there's 2 modes.
The instructions mention what you might change in here. So you can change the password around. So if I don't want keyboard shortcut, that was the thing I made up. If you don't want that to be your password anymore, okay, disable everything. Okay, very good, very good. Let's see what the log in my PC.
It's a little small, but it's basically empty at the moment because I didn't really type.
And then you also have this layouts.zip, which is all the various different types of keyboards that you might have. So if you have a Portuguese Brazilian keyboard, you can use that. And then if I hit KBS, does it exit out of keyboard? How do I get my keyboard back? I need my keyboard back. I haven't figured out how to get it ejected yet, but the user guide in here has a lot more information than that quick start guide. So if you need to know a lot more information, here it all is. So I just unplugged and plugged it back in to get this back. And we're going to just start typing out some phrases to actually test the key logging ability of the keyboard. Okay, now that I've done that for a bit, KBS. So I made the text a little bit larger so that you can actually see it. And this was from before. This was also me trying to set it up. But this is when I just started the test right now. Hi, this is a test of the keyboard. Enter. Control T, that's me opening up a new tab. Hi, the Giz Wiz. Enter again. I tabbed a whole bunch of times to get to the search field. What a happens? Me typing out incorrectly. When I delete, back, I backspaced a whole bunch and then try to do happens again, but failed just as miserably. And hit back and hit enter, and then I typed out my password is 1 space 2 space 3 space 4 5, and then hit enter, and then this was me getting back into the keylogger. So you can see just how powerful a keylogger can be, that this is literally everything that I just typed on my keyboard. I'm a little frustrated every time I do this. I have to go back there and unplug and replug the thing in. So this is the keylogger that I ended up buying. This is the 16 megabyte version, and I know 16 megabytes seems very, very, very small. That seems insignificant compared to the gigabytes of data that we normally get on USB keys. But the fact that this is only saving plain text means that is an awful lot of plain text. So I don't think that you're going to run into any issues. Now, the reviews are not so great. Not really sure why, because it seems perfectly fine for me. Some people are saying complete garbage. This person is trying to work with it on Linux. I could imagine Linux possibly not loving the file system or something like that. So on a Windows PC, it seems to work just great. And I'm definitely going to keep this thing unplugged. I don't really feel comfortable having this plugged into my computer. Who knows where it's going or what else they put on this thing. Now, it does not capture mice strokes. It does not capture anything that your mouse would click and point. And also, if you happen to have a password manager like LastPass, where it will either autofill in the data or you can copy and paste the password, although having a password in your clipboard has been said many times to not be a great thing. But it won't capture any of that either. It won't capture any of your password managers. It may capture the master password because you actually type it on the keyboard. So remember, this only records things that happen through the connection from the keyboard to your computer. So everything else is safe. And also this device does not have any way to remotely access it. This is all physical access. So you have to, if you were actually going to do something where you wanted to figure out your spouse's password or something, you have to plug it into their computer, leave it there for a while, then go and grab it again, grab the physical device, and then look at what the contents are on your computer later. And that could also be an awful lot of digging and like random things. You know, you have to look at all the random stuff that they typed before they got to their password. And Waffles will just not leave me alone. So back to you in the studio. Oh, and it costs $30. Back to you in the studio.
There we go. So that is the keylogger. And I didn't do a great job of explaining, but basically there's two modes. There's recording mode, and then there's actually seeing what's on the device. So that's when I was hitting KBS. That's why I was switching out of the recording mode so that I could actually look at everything that had been saved on it. So it doesn't, once you plug it in, it doesn't like show up as a new USB device. You have to hit the KBS before it does that. So not really reviewed super great on Amazon, although I didn't have any issues with it. $30 seems expensive for what it is. It seems like you could make one of these for like way cheaper, but I really didn't find one for much cheaper than $30. So if you're looking for a keylogger, here's one. There you go.
Or by the end of the show, Captain J will have one for 86 cents.
Yes, on Alibaba. Yes, exactly. And obviously, there is
It's
no
called Key Grabber, right?
Well, this one's called Key Logger, but on
Oh, okay. I
Amazon.
noticed when you brought it up, it said key.
Yes. So here
But
it's
it's
called
the same. It's the same thing.
It's
then.
the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you're correct. Like here it says Key Logger. Here it says Key Grabber. And it is Prime, so that's kind of nice. But obviously, there's not really a nice reputable company that you can buy these things from. So there's many people in the chat saying, now you have malware, which could very much be true. Luckily, there was nothing I had to install in order to look at the stuff. I didn't have to go through that process, but still, you're plugging a physical device into your physical computer, and there's a good chance that something, I have no idea.
I think when you just type 3 sentences and you looked and found that there were 97 entries on the key logger, that there was more in there than you figured.
Right.
Yeah.
So there you go. That is my nefarious, creepy, scary, sketchy gadget for
Very
Chad's
sketchy.
crappy corner. With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
On. So Adam Jacowento. It's Jakowenko. Adam. I'm sorry about that. So Adam writes, Dick and Chad, I purchased a product I'd seen in action at someone else's home. It worked really well, and I thought, I'm going to buy one of those. I'm going to make a video and then send it in. So I purchased one on my own, but it does not work for me. Once you see the product, I'll explain why. So he didn't make a video, but we're going to count this as his video and send him a mad and a outfit thing. So run the video of what the thing does.
Here it goes.
Messy splatters, exploding sauce, mystery goo you can't wipe off. Yuck. Stop cooking without a cover. Get Hover Cover, the revolutionary splatter guard that uses microwave-safe plastic magnets, so it's always ready to use. That's right, specially designed polymer magnets hold the hover cover up here until you need it down there. Just pull down to cover. When you're done, lift and let it hover. Hover Cover will stick and stay right in the microwave. Just think of the time and mess you'll save. Ugh, that container might be microwave safe, but you can't find the lid anyplace. But Hover Cover is always where you need it, like a storage door in your fridge. Hover Cover upgrades your microwave with a lid. Plus, Hover Cover is large enough to fit most dinner plates, dishes, bowls, and even platters. And Hover Cover still fits in virtually any microwave. It's perfect for mess-free after-school snacks, reheating leftovers without the spillovers, and easy meals on the go.
Virtually any microwave. Okay, so which microwave did it not work
Okay,
in?
so he said, basically it's a nifty gadget, but 100% of the gadgety aspect relies on the interior of your microwave being magnetic. I discovered mine is not, so I have to return this. I thought I would recommend it for you or anyone else who can check ahead of time that their microwave is magnetic. He said, I guess I should have done that before I ordered it. Now, I noticed on Amazon, I always thought every microwave oven was metal inside.
Yeah, me too. I'm like,
yeah, I know. But so I after I read that, I immediately thought, before the show, let me get a magnet and go into my 2 microwaves, and both of mine are magnetic. But I noticed that the very first thing when you go to Amazon, it says, please check that your microwave is magnetic before ordering this device.
Huh. Yeah, look at this.
I see the very first thing. Kindly note. So, a chat room, does anybody, someone is saying, oh, all right. Pac NW says his microwave oven interior is plastic.
Plastic. Interesting.
Oh, well, just break the roof of your oven off and put it down over the plate. It's like having a free one of these.
Can't you just pop the insert out and just throw that into the dishwasher? Which
Yeah.
I actually have one of these, and I
You
like
have
it.
one of those?
Yeah.
Oh,
In fact,
okay.
we may or may not have already covered this on the show.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh, Chad, I can't believe it.
We've covered a lot of gadgets on this show.
Yeah,
So,
but you know what?
so don't
They've added
worry.
more magnets. Go back to that picture from my website.
Yeah.
You only have 3 magnets.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh no, your hand is in
Yeah,
the.
maybe.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
I don't
yeah,
even think
okay.
that's my photo. I think this is just a press
Oh, from
photo.
them. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The one
okay.
thing that weirdly I do remember vividly about this product is that when you got it, you'd unwrap it, and there was this whole page sheet about if you wanted to litigate against them, how you would go through with litigation. This is like,
What?
I thought it was warranty information or something, and I look, and it's like how to litigate against hover cover, and I was like, huh? You guys are expecting this so much that you ship a sheet with litigation instructions?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I remember that very vividly about the hover cover. But mine has been sitting in my microwave. Sometimes I find that bowls and soups, I don't know if I just happen to have tall bowls, but it sometimes has to rest on the edge of the bowl where it's not actually on the ground. And sometimes the top of it can kind of dip into the bowl. So I tend to not use it with soups all that much, which is kind of a bummer because that's one of the first
That's
things
the
that would
main thing,
splatter.
right?
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
yes, exactly.
But for leftovers like spaghetti and that sort of stuff, it works pretty good. The one issue is that now you have just a dirty hover cover instead of a dirty inside of the microwave, and your first impression is, well, let me just slap it back up at the top of the microwave because that's how it's done. But really, you need to go now wash that in the washing machine before you throw it back up in the microwave.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Also, I think you sort of have to have a fairly large microwave, right? Because, like, I have 2 microwaves. One of them is very small. If I put the hover cover in there, I could just slide a dish with maybe an inch of stuff on it that
Yeah.
would be able to fit under the. Is it like what, 3 inches high or so?
Yeah, but I would say 3 to 2.5. 2 to 2.5 to 3.
Okay.
And also, I mean, it comes out really easily. So if you had to, like,
Oh,
clamp
yeah,
it
I
on
see.
and shove it back in,
Right.
I haven't had any issue, and I had a smaller microwave, and I don't remember it being an issue either. It comes across as bigger in the commercial than it really is, because I have normal dinner plates that it like rests on. That it's so I think it comes across as much larger than it actually is, which has been kind of my biggest frustration. Is it's not quite large enough, but whatever. You know, I could also see this being a great like third-party product where they make exact dimensional hover covers that are like maybe also square that would like perfectly fit in your microwave and lower down.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know, if you had some customization with it, I think that would be really nice, but this one's one size fits all.
Well, when I saw the paper clips, I thought they could also sell it as a desk organizer.
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Or
Yeah.
maybe a
Oh, you know,
pyrotechnic
if
show.
when you drop nuts and bolts under the sofa.
There you go.
And hover cover is also a way to retrieve nuts and bolts. Just throw it under the sofa on a string, and there you go.
There you go. I thought this was going to be a gadget for astronauts,
Oh,
so that you
it's
could, turn it over and it's a bowl that's magnetic.
Oh, it's only $7.
Yeah, it's only $7. It's pretty good.
That's very decent.
Yeah.
At first, I was impressed. Captain J said, "I found it for $3 on."
But for $3,
Yeah, I might as well-
$4 you get 2-day shipping. You know.
Yes,
Think about it that way.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
this is something that it's hard to point out is basically there's these grooves here that your fingers go into, but the dig in, it goes down, and that's what gets in my soup.
I see.
This is the underside of it, and you can barely see at the bottom of those grooves. Those are actually protruding down into the dome of the hover cover, and so that is kind of what falls into my soup. That's the one design aspect, and it could be bigger for my microwave, I guess.
All right.
But there
So,
you go.
question from the chat room: is it dishwasher safe?
I've did it. Didn't melt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was fine for me. I don't know what the official word is. If it's safe for microwaves, you would think.
Yeah,
it's
that's
safe
true.
for
That's
dishwasher.
true. Yeah, yeah.
Although it's a different
right.
type of heat. So yeah, but there's also, you could easily find it probably for cheaper because there are lots of knockoffs.
Oh my gosh.
Lots of knockoffs. And so you could probably find something else that would fit your budget if $7 is too expensive. It's too pricey.
Well, Adam, we're going to count that as a video for you since you went out and bought it with the express intention of making a video. So you'll get a Mad Magazine and an Alfred E. Newman picture. And assuming you live in the U.S., anybody can do that. Make a video for us. We prefer a video that you make. And put it on YouTube, anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes. Anything about a gadget, new, old. We love old gadgets. We love gadgets of things you have in the cellar that you haven't used in 30 years, but you can't throw it away because it meant a lot when it was new. Make a video, put it on YouTube. You can click on listed if you only want people with the URL to see it. Send us that URL, mail@gizwiz.tv. And if we show the video, and as I often state, 99.99% of the videos we show on the show. And if you live outside of the U.S., I'll autograph one of those Alfred E. Newman photos, send you a high-res file so that you can print it out no matter where you live.
And
so
the final
get those videos in.
The final word, it is dishwasher safe here. I found,
Oh my gosh.
found where it
Oh
says
my
it.
gosh.
Dishwasher safe. So
Well, I may invest the $7.
there you go. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
So this is very funny because last week we had a letter about a gadget that was very bizarre. It was the magnetic dart collector. Okay.
Right. It was they were Nerf darts, Nerf gun darts.
Nerf darts, right.
That would have magnets in them so you could pick it up.
Yeah, exactly. So, hi, Dick and Chad. The viewer letter for episode 1738 described the Indigo project for magnetic dart pickups. I searched for the product on Indigo. I couldn't find it. I went to the show notes. It wasn't there, but it was at gizwiz.biz. I clicked on it. I got page not found. Where did it go? What? The page you're looking for is no longer available. Is this a conspiracy on politicians who don't want to see a quick reload Nerf gun? I love the show. Paul Coeber, he may be in the chat room. Yeah. He's Paul PC in chat.
And I can confirm.
Not only... No. And in the original letter, there were 2 other places that talked about it. All of those links lead to page not found.
Wow.
Now, we don't... all I remember from last week, and I didn't have a screenshot of it, was that they only... I don't know how many thousands of dollars they were looking for, but they only had $710.
Yeah.
But I think they had 19 days left, but maybe they figured we haven't gotten a penny in 3 weeks. Yeah. Why don't we just
shut it down?
Bail it out.
This is some good investigative reporting on our part.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So Paul CG, thank you for that. But then we get another letter, very rare, about the same thing. Dick and Chad, hi. Ben Heck, Heck, modified a Roomba to collect Nerf darts in 2015. There's a 3-part video on YouTube. I actually found the video, and we'll just show like a minute of it because if you go start it like at 15 minutes in, you'll see that it sort of works okay. But who knew that picking up Nerf darts was such a big deal?
Yeah, apparently that everybody who's into Nerf just hates picking up the dart. I could see after a while it gets If you're a Nerf connoisseur, that would get frustrating.
Evidently, the people in this office have Nerf gunfights, and they're all over the place. And so he asked this guy, what can he do? So he takes an iRobot, and he does. You could play sound to like 30 seconds here. This is where he says what he does.
We modified it so it can actually pick up darts.
Oh, wow.
Instead of dirt.
So is that different than a regular Roomba?
We're actually using the same code. We tried using image sensing to find things, but we didn't really have the time to finish that. And these darts are kind of small, and a lot of the colors just don't pick up very well, especially the blue, which apparently is most of your darts. Let's fire this thing up. Roomba, do what must be done. Yeah!
Oh, that's awesome. What? Don't hit me.
Roomba,
look at that.
It doesn't. To me, it doesn't seem like it's picking up dozens of them.
No, it seems pretty inefficient to me.
Yeah, exactly. And a Roomba's like $300, isn't it?
Yeah, those are not cheap. Yeah, huh. That's so clever. So, I mean, now I'm wondering which one's better, magnetic or Roomba? Like, which one would you rather buy?
I don't. Well, if you have a Roomba, someone like you, well, he shows now how many it picked up. I doubt if they're going to use this in their advertising.
Hack and a half, though. That's pretty good. You just put them on the ground. What was the whole point? Oh my gosh, these guys. I guess when you have robots to do it for you, you can just.
Anyway, and also whoever wrote the second letter, I'm sorry, I somehow cut your name off. I thought your name was Ben Heck, and I realized Ben Heck was the guy who made that video. So if you're in the chat room, tell me that. You were the one that found out about the Roomba video. Chat room says, $300, I could hire a kid for a year to pick them up for less than that.
I wonder if I could train Waffles to pick up Nerf darts. $300 worth of training? I think that might be what I need to invest in.
Maybe.
We want to give a big thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/Giz Wiz. That's our Patreon page. Thank you guys so much for supporting our shows so far. If you have supported in the past, or are supporting now, or plan on supporting, thank you. Big thank you. Thank you so much for helping our show be completely independent. No network needed here at Giz Wiz. Thank you so much for your support and generosity. And if you love the Giz Wiz, please consider giving back. If Patreon's not your deal, you want to use PayPal instead, head on over to our website, gizwiz.tv, click on the Patreon tab, and click the PayPal link there on that page. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that is where we are live. We're live right now. In fact, there we are. And you can watch the show live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. We don't have a whole bunch of schedule changes coming up soon. If there is a schedule change, it'll be right here at the top of the website. And then also all of our past episodes. And also you can subscribe on iTunes. We also have an RSS feed, or on YouTube, so you can never miss a Giz Wiz again. So we hope that you do that. Also, head on over to gizwiz.biz. That's Dickie D's site. He writes up fantastic articles about all of the gadgets that we talk about on the show. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? This is the game show online. This is the gadget, the whole gadget, nothing but the gadget. And this is obvious. It's obvious. I mean, this is just obvious. There's a little area for a hose to go in. And this is definitely a water pick for rhinoceroses or big mammals.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
Anything that needs it has big teeth, you just put up a garden hose onto that. It's a water pick for those guys. If you think you know what this is, get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. There are 6 Mad magazines for correct answers, but there are double the Mad magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, and interesting answers. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. Don't forget, we mentioned it last week. We mentioned it at the beginning of the show. We do have a meetup happening September 29th at Disneyland. If you would like to show up, that's in New York, by the way. If you would like to show up, please email Dickie D, and we'll give you all the details. I think
you can use mail at gizwiz.tv for that.
Mail at
Oh,
gizwiz.tv.
and Andrew Forte was the man who sent us the letter about the rumba that could pick up darts.
From
Andrew, Forte. Thank you.
From Mr. Heck there. Thank you so much
from
for
Mr.
that.
Heck. Mr. Heck's video.
So, hey, if you can make it out September 29th, New York, New York, we would love to see you there. It's always a fantastic time. I'll be there in person. We play games. We give gadgets away. I might have to fly Southwest to bring some gadgets that I can give away myself. 2 bags fly free. So I can
Wow.
hand
Yes.
that stuff out.
Yes.
With that,
And we'll stream part of it. We will stream
will.
part of it for people who
We
can't
will.
make it out there.
We will. With that, I think that's about it for our show. So we'll see you next week.
I'll be here. All right, chat room. Titles for the show.
A gadget we have to pass on.
That's not bad. I prefer not using the word itself.
Yeah. Litigation cover.
It's a gas.
Artsy fartsy gadgets, maybe?
Oh, that's kind of funny.
I like artsy fartsy
Fartsy gadgets. That's good.
I took Beatmaster's idea and changed it.
Oh, okay. Beatmaster, you get 80% credit.
Exactly. Copy and... Oop, my mouse is not working. Somebody is keylogging my mouse.
Oh, I was just going to say, there's malware now that's taken over. That's the key. You put that in once.
Yeah.
And now the real software is in there that's
Type
tracking
out artsy
everything you
fartsy
do.
gadgets. You're done for. Done for. Here we go. In 3, 2. It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DiBartolo. This is episode 1739, recorded Thursday, August 8th, 2019. Artsy fartsy gadgets.
Perfect. Oh, and you need a photo. Da-dum-ba-dum.
3, 2, 1. Nice.
Brain logger.
Brain logger.
All right, so chat room, I'll see you on Saturday. I'll be on with Leo, and then there's Giz Fizz a little bit later because Leo's doing some tapes in between. So probably Giz Fizz will be like an hour or so late. And the rest of the Thursdays in August, we're on.
We're on.
All right, chat room.
The
Chad,
show.
I'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Okay,
Thanks, Dickie D.
bye.
Bye, chat room.
Bye, Beatmaster. Bye, Josh.